Hey, people of Grace, Pastor Brian coming to you just immediately after, if you've seen it, the video that I just did, kind of a mixture of what's going on and a little message and hopefully words of hope for you as we move forward through um, this pandemic that we are going through with the coronavirus. Wanted to update you on some things that we are going through and some just some facts about what we're going to be doing as the church, as Grace Lutheran Church. And I know that some of you agree with our decision, and that's great. And some of you are just kind of on the fence or unsure about things, and that's fine too. And we know that some of you probably disagree with the decision that we have made. But I want to let you all know that wherever you fall on that spectrum, feel free to contact me or your council members. Feel free to call me. You can email me. You can send me a text message. I would love to hear your feedback as we continue to work through this and try to do what we feel is best for this congregation and what is best for our nation as we try to mitigate the effects of the coronavirus. So I wanted to give you a few updates on what is happening and just more details, since the emails and the Facebook message were just kind of sent out there just to get the basics out for people and to know that we were not having worship this weekend of March 14th and 15th. So I wanted to let you know that in order to provide the services that I'm going to share with you, that the church offices at this time, which will always be ever developing, but at this time will remain open, and so our staff will continue to be in the office as they feel comfortable working alongside with one another. And but we do ask that though we are open, that if you have to come in, we are open and we are there for you. But if you want to get in touch with us, we encourage you to send us an email, a phone call, a text message, as I mentioned, ways to just chat with me about this whole thing in general. But if you have specific questions about things going on, or just want to chat with us about anything that you need to get in touch with us about, as you normally do, we encourage those methods: text, email, or a phone call. If you need to come in, as I said, we'll be there for you as well. So the offices will remain open at this time. We are, and one of the main reasons for that is that we want to try to continue to, as I mentioned in my other video, continue to be church together. And we want to be able to provide for you ways in which to continue to enrich and live out your faith. And so we will be working hard on trying to find ways in which to engage with you digitally, whether that is digital Bible studies, including my Wednesday Bible study that I have, pub theology, maybe we sit down at our homes and have a video conversation via some kind of online platform, and we sit at our desks, or we sit at our tables in our kitchens or somewhere and have a beer and have the conversation. We're working on ways in which we can do all of that, as well as providing some kind of worship service for you. And we will be working on how to do that and the details of that. So please stay tuned and know that we are doing our best to provide all of those ministry opportunities for you as best we can. Wanted to let you all know that to be able to continue to offer all of this and to be able to provide for our staff, that if you would like to provide your offering, although we are not meeting, we still would love to have you give your tithes and offerings to the church. And the ways in which you can do that is you can give online on our church's website, graceforthejourney.org, and there's a give button. tab, and you can click on there and figure out how to give. If you need some help, call the church, and we will do our best to help walk you through that process. You can mail your offering into us, or again, if you would like, if you need to, you can drop it off to us personally, or you can drop it off and place it in the mailbox, and when we check the mail, we will then pick up the offering that way. But that way we can continue to provide all it is that we want to provide for you, and to keep everything moving forward smoothly during this transitional period that we are going through. So consider the ways in which you can continue to give for the church and for the sake of the world. All the things that we do in our community and in our nation and globally, especially the Sawe Tanzania church that we are in partnership with, that we would have taken offering for tonight and tomorrow morning. So consider those ways in which we minister to the world, and continuing to give to those. Wanted to let you know that we are in conversation with the Child Care Center. They are still open, and at the time being, again, as I said before, we will continue to work through things as they develop. But for the time being, the Child Care Center will follow the school districts and what the Department of Education recommends for them. So for the time being, the Child Care Center will also remain open during the church's closure. Next, I wanted to encourage you to stay in touch with other members, because even though we won't be physically together, I think it's vitally important that we all continue to practice community and hospitality and love and care and concern for one another. So if there are people that you typically see for worship, and you obviously you're not going to see them in the seat next to you, so I encourage you to take that opportunity to make a phone call, ask how they're doing, let them know that you're praying for them, that you care about them, and that you can't wait to see them the next time that we gather together for worship. So please stay in touch with other members, and encourage them to do the same with other people that they know in the congregation, especially those who are homebound in our congregation. And finally, I mentioned it just in passing with the stay in touch with other people, but prayer. Prayer is so important and so powerful, and I have been in constant prayer this entire weekend, trying to discern through the Spirit what is the best thing to do for this congregation. So continue to pray. Pray for the world, pray for people's health, pray for the leaders of grace, for the leaders of our nation. Pray for one another, that we all stay happy and healthy, and know that God desires wholeness for all of us. So pray, pray, pray. People of grace, I want to thank you for your understanding in this difficult time. And I hope that as we move forward together, that you would reach out to us if you have ideas, thoughts, ministries that you think would be helpful and meaningful and beneficial, that you would reach out to us, because we would love your help, because we are all starting from the same point, and we would love for you to be engaged in that process. So consider that. Consider all the ways in which we are still being church together, how to get involved in that, how to best help one another, to care for one another, to again be church together. God bless you all, and let us rise up to this occasion and know again that God can do wonderful things if we work together and let God step in and guide us through this whole process. God bless you, people of grace. Look for more videos to come, and thank you for watching. And I will be in touch. Blessings to you all.